Hey guys, what's up? It's Big Catfish Hunter 16. Doing a quick video here. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Uh, it is February 2nd, 2018. I just want to shoot this video and say that um, for those who dislike my videos and do like my videos, I appreciate the ones that do like my videos. Um, those who don't like it, I I don't have fancy camera equipment. I don't got the money for that kind of stuff, so I just do what I can on my phone. But anyhow, I know I no, I should have shot this a little sooner, but I did just get my fishing license. Um, I did a lot of fishing last year, a lot. I did so much fishing that I had to sign my fishing license like 5 times over. And this is my old license. For those who really can't make that out, it's because it is so faded that because I fish so much through the summer and through the whole year, I fished a pile. Now I will say that when hunting season comes up, I put the fishing on the back burner. I try to get out as much as I can, but more of my time goes to hunting. Um, like my name channel says, I love to hunt. I love I love to catch catfish. Basically, catfish is my number one species I go to that I love to fish. I am a nut about catfish hunting. I know a lot about it. So anybody that has a question about fishing for catfish, leave a comment. Ask me some questions. I'll try to get back to you. Um, I don't make a lot of videos. I do have a couple. This is another one I'm going to make. But yeah. So I just wanted to tell you guys it's fishing season again. I'm making plans to go up to Lake Erie for steelheads on the creeks. Um, I this will be my second trip. My dad has gone a bunch. His cousin has gone a lot. I did fish one time on the lake, and that's a funny story. I'll give you that guy's story real quick. I was real young. My dad didn't want to take me up to Erie, Lake Erie, fishing on the lake. We were supposed to fish for 2 days. We only ended up fishing one because the captain wouldn't take us out in the weather that was bad out there, I guess. The funny part of this story, and this is for anybody else that watches this video that takes their kids or young people up. Um, we had to cross the border into Canada to fish the lake up that way. We fished up towards there. So what happened was is we stopped and at the border check-in or whatever the hell it was. And I don't know what they call it nowadays. But they thought my dad and them were kidnapping me because I was so young. They had to have me come off the boat and talk to somebody. I have no clue who the hell it was or what their position of job was. But the thing was, they thought I was being kidnapped, so they wanted to make sure that my mom knew where I was, and that I had to tell them I was safe, I was with my dad, and all that. And so, long story short, well, that's pretty much a whole story. When you guys take your kids like on a trip like that you're going across borders, bring a written paper from your mom for their mom. Um, for those the guys that have their kids and are single fathers, it's best to write a note and like have a family member sign it. I would say do that. Because that was a long thing that could have been real short, and the captain was pretty pissed. So, yeah, so there's that. Um, but speaking of my fishing and stuff, the biggest fish I caught this year actually wasn't a catfish. It was a carp up in Racetown at one of the point so that you can pull in your boat for a campground. I was visiting some family up there that was camping. I caught a 40-inch carp up there, and that thing fought. And then I'll tell you another thing about that fish. I caught that fish on a rod. God, it's like 40 years old. Like, I'm turning 27 in February for this month on the 6th. And that rod is a lot older than me. But that doesn't mean it can't hold some big fish in it. It's caught a lot of big fish on that rod. I caught a lot. But I did catch my personal best catfish. It was a channel cat out of the Juniata River. It was a 26-inch catfish. It was my biggest one ever so far, and I tell you what, I loved the fight on that thing. The fighting catfish is the best. You know, you can get those small ones that don't fish the great, they don't fight the greatest, but some do. But then you get ones like that, like the 26-incher. Excuse me. The 26-incher, man, he fought good. And when I pulled him in and I saw what he was, I kept him. But now that I've caught so many, I've caught piles and piles of catfish. That now where I keep my fish, my catfish is like 25 inches or lower. But if they're 25 inches and they have a lot of girth, I'll also throw them back. But if they're kind of smaller and shit, I'll just keep them. But anything bigger than that, I throw back. Because I don't want to ruin the population of fish in that river, in the river I fish. We used to have a lot of bow fisher guys come up the road. Come up road. Come up the river. And I don't know how much they do it anymore. I mean, those guys. No, this ain't to offend any bow fishermen, but those guys killed off a lot of our carp. Our carp population is going down dramatically. Now, it's, I think, certain to get back up there, but I don't like the bow fish, but I don't bash guys that, excuse me, that do bow fish. It's whoever, if you want to do it, do it. But if you're going to bow fish and you're going to kill carp, you need to be able to eat them carp. Because when I was younger, at the boat ramp in Lewistown, there was I swear to God, there was close to 50 carp laying there. And they were all killed with a bow. They were all killed by bow fishermen. They were just laying there rotting because they didn't want them or whatever. If you're going to bow fish, like I said, you need to, kill what you're going to eat. It's the same thing with hunting. If you're going to kill a groundhog, that's one thing, because farmers don't like them. But if you want to eat it, go ahead. I mean, I never had one. I want to try one to see what it's like. I hear like chicken, like everything else probably is. But, groundhogs are one thing. But if you're going to kill, okay, and I got to say another thing, coyotes and shit, I wouldn't eat that. It's like eating a fucking dog. It's like eating your pet. It's good to kill them off because, there's a lot of coyotes out there. And, so that's one thing. But if you're going to kill anything else, like small game wise or big game wise, don't leave it rot. And for those guys that poach, I don't understand what the hell the sense of that is. I knew a guy, and a lot of people heard about this, and he killed the biggest elk on public land, biggest elk ever in Pennsylvania. Now that was bullshit, and they killed a pile of them. I knew this guy, but I didn't have any participation of this. But it was this bullshit. They were killing these elk and just cutting off the antlers and leaving them rot. That's fucked up. So, those who kill animals should eat what they kill. Like I said, groundhogs, coyotes, predator animals, that's one thing. But on the other hand is if you're gonna kill something, you need to be able to eat that thing. Um, but anyhow, off the topic of hunting, I'm doing a fishing video here. I just had to talk a little bit about hunting there. Um, it's 2018. Like I said, I can't wait to start hitting the water when it starts thawing out. Um, I did also catch my biggest bass ever on Walker Lake, and that was 20 and 20 and a half inches. And that was my biggest largemouth. Now I caught a 19-inch smallmouth one time, but my majority of this video is the revolve on this fishing license. You guys can see my name there is in pretty good color. That's like my fifth time I signed this license. You fish as much as I did, this is going to look like this. Now, if anybody else knows about your fishing license getting like this, if you have to replace them or not, please comment, because I really don't know if you would have to or not, because you can't see the year on it anymore. You can barely see the Pennsylvania sign. But other than that, I just wanted to touch base on that and tell you guys how much fishing I've done. I caught, and my first time ever, I'm 27 years old this year, but last year, 2017, I caught my first limit on trout. Not saying I never caught trout. I've caught a power trout in my life. But that was the first time I ever tagged out. Well, I wouldn't say tag out. Like, I would say just get my limit. I'm going to try some new rods. I'm going to try some bait casters this year. I'm going down to the Sportsman Show, not tomorrow, because that is the first day of the Sportsman Show in Pennsylvania. But I'm going down the following Saturday. And I want to get some rods and reels and different things. I need to get new chest waders, some new stuff. Need to re-rig and get new hooks and all that bullshit you go through. A lot of hooks, a lot of sinkers, you get through line and shit. You're gonna break off. You're gonna break off in a lot. It happens. For those guys who've fished for a long time, they know what I'm talking about. But trying to make this video a little shorter here. I'm gonna sign off. For you guys that watch this, please comment, subscribe, like, whatever you guys want. If you don't want to tell me how shitty I am on these videos, go ahead. I don't care. It doesn't offend me. Like I said, I don't have the money to buy the most expensive damn camera equipment or the best tackle or everything. I do my best to get what I need. But camera wise, I don't have much money for stuff like that, so I shoot these off my phone. So like I said, comment, subscribe, or whatever you call that. Like, let me know how you guys like these videos. Alrighty guys, I'll catch you later on the next one. Don't know when I'll make another one, but I will try to shoot some video up on the creek on Erie. I'll try to show you guys. If I can get one, I'll show you guys my new steelhead rod setup. Alright guys, I'll catch you later on the next one. Thanks.